Thank you. Thank you, Gautam. Firstly, I come from Banaras, which is normally supposed to be the oldest living city of the world. So a big thank you from Banaras to all stakeholders today for bringing Banaras into the center spot of the whole. Thank you, IMD. Thank you, Lakme. Obviously, thank you, Shaina ji, who has been coordinating the whole thing. It's a lovely museum. I'm coming after 15 years. And I cannot even tell you the difference which I see. What I saw when I was studying fashion at NIFT here and what I see today. So a big thank you. And a huge, obviously, thank you to Ritu ji, who has really taken this up. Not only as a CSR, but something like what we see as an ambition to change Banaras. There's a very, very famous quote which is attributed to Banaras, which is by Mark Twain, which is Banaras is older than history, older than tradition, even older than the legend, and twice as old as all of them put together. So change something which is so old will take a lot of patience. That's one thing which I want to speak about. The main problem changing Banaras is not the amount of money you can put in, the amount of designs. It's just that you'll need patience. Banaras is one of the oldest weaving traditions of the country. It will take a lot of time. I always believe that embroideries are love affairs, but weaving Banaras is like arranged marriages. You have to give it time. Obviously, in the last 15, 20 years, there have been things which have not been done right in terms of the quality, in terms of design interventions. I'm sure with Ritu ji and the likes, Shruti is working there. There are so many other people who are working in Banaras now. Thank you to Shaina ji. I'm sure things in terms of design will change, but all of us who are here as a fashion, who are part of fashion industry or as pure wearers, we have to give Banaras time. And I just request all of you to spend some time, patience and energy on Banaras, and I'm sure things will change. Working there is difficult. The weavers are facing a tough time. They haven't really had the best of times 15 years. So there are all kinds of issues. So revival will take time, but I'm sure it's going to happen and we'll see new, reinvented and rejuvenated Banaras. Thank you.
We would now like to open the discussion to questions and answers. So any questions from the audience to our esteemed panelists, dignitaries, please feel free to ask. So I'm going to bring in textile designer Krishna Mehta, who's here with us. Please. With Banarasi Weaves.
Thank you very much for the platform. Thank you, Shaina. Thank you very much for being here. It's a pleasure to be in this museum one more time after years. And it's a great feeling coming here to talk about one of my favorite weaves, and that is from Banaras. It means a lot more to me. Working with Banaras for the last 25 years, maybe a little bit more than that. And I cannot say that it has been any easier or any so fast. It is not so easy. But then beautiful things take time to make, and once they are made, then you will be able to see and enjoy the beauty for a lifetime. So I guess Banaras is one of those things, and thank you one more time for giving me this platform. Thank you.
Thank you, Krishna. Shruti San.
Yes, hi, I'm Shikha from the Indian Express.
Shikha, is that question to me?
Yes, Ritu.
Your question is how to contemporize the fabric?
Contemporize, yes. Are you looking at anything particular, aesthetics?
Okay.
Or?
What I feel about Banaras, and I think we need to take one step at a time. Banaras has to, first of all, be something that appeals to you as a person. Tomorrow, if you get married, I don't know whether you are or not, but when you do get married, you should want one Banarasi sari in your wardrobe, which suits you, which drapes, which looks beautiful, which is exotic, is everything that a Banarasi sari in our mind is. Now, to do that, we have to change the yarns they're using. We have to go back to the old aesthetic of the designs they used to use, the old color palette, and the old aesthetic and balance. I believe even if we can produce 11 saris which are beautiful for the younger generation, we would have gone a long way ahead of making Banaras again something that people like to look at. The next step, of course, would be to make it into jackets, to make it into kurtis, you make it into any number of things. But what we have lost in Banaras is that basic one lovely piece that we identify Banaras with. So I think this, as he said, is a long process. The actual structure, the foundation needs to change or go back to what it used to be. And the younger generation would love it. These are very, very attractive fabrics. But we've tried now to try and make them attractive again. But they have gone devalued over the last 100 years. So that's basically the answer.
जैसे कि आपको पता है कि एक डिजाइनर को संभालना कठिन है, यहाँ 100 को संभालना मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि कैसे करते हैं, लेकिन आई थिंक द डिजाइनर्स हैव बीन वेरी मैच्योर ऑल्सो. उन सबको पता है कि मेक इन इंडिया के माध्यम से उनका भी योगदान जो है विश्व अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर तक हम ले सकते हैं. लेकिन सबसे अहम भूमिका ये है कि जो आप एक ही साड़ी बनाने वाले हैं या एक ही पोशाक बनाने वाले हैं, तो वो वीवर को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. आज मिनिस्ट्री भी जो योगदान कर रही है तो वो टोकनिज्म है इन अ वे, बिकॉज दे क्रिएट समथिंग. जो नहीं बिका तो 30% सेल में कोई हैंडलूम हाउस में बिका, उससे कोई मूवमेंट नहीं बनता है. मूवमेंट तब बनता है जब बहुत सारे बड़े प्लेयर्स, आज आप अनीता डोंगरे को देखिए जिनका टर्नओवर 300 करोड़ का है, और जो वो बनारस को एम्पावर करती है और अपना फैक्ट्री यूनिट वहाँ लेती है, वहाँ बनाती है, तो वो प्रोडक्ट उनके कमर्शियल स्टोर्स में बिकता है. फिर मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टेक्सटाइल्स, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ इंडस्ट्री, बहुत सारे इंटरनेशनल प्लेटफॉर्म शोज है. आज हमने कभी भी सोचा है कि विश्व भर आप जाओ तो कोई भी म्यूजियम में आप एग्जिबिट हमेशा देखने जाएंगे. हाल ही में लंदन में अलेक्जेंडर मक्वीन का जो शोकेसिंग था, लाइन से लोग खड़े थे देखने के लिए कि क्या है हुनर, क्या है टैलेंट. और यहाँ हमारे पास म्यूजियम्स हैं जो खाली जाते हैं. तो ये पहली बार हम फैशन शो की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम एग्जिबिट की बात कर रहे हैं. और इसमें बहुत परिवर्तन है, क्योंकि एग्जिबिट में आपको देखने मिलता है कि इनका टैलेंट ये है, इनका योगदान ये है, और ये कारीगर है जिन्होंने बनाया. तो वो कारीगर को भी जो एक प्लेटफॉर्म की आवश्यकता है वो डिज़ाइनर के माध्यम से मिल रहा है. एंड आई थिंक दैट आपने सही सवाल पूछा कि इसके बाद क्या. हम करते जाएंगे देश भर में. IMG के बाद अन्य शोज भी हैं, दिल्ली में, अन्य कैलकाटा में, चेन्नई में अभी इंटरनेशनल हैंडलूम दिवस 7 तारीख को मोदी जी स्वयं जा रहे हैं वहाँ पर. द मूवमेंट विल कंटिन्यू एंड इट इज़ नॉट लिमिटेड टू ओनली द बनारस स्टोरी. महाराष्ट्र में आप देखिए कितने सारे टेक्सटाइल्स हैं. तो हमने यहाँ भी हमारे चंद्रकांत दादा पाटिल मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टेक्सटाइल्स से बात की है कि यही मॉडल आप छोटे छोटे शहर में महाराष्ट्र में भी कीजिए, बिकॉज इट इज़ सेल्फ सस्टेनिंग. इट्स अ गुडविल जेस्चर, जहाँ डिज़ाइनर शोकेस कर रहा है अपना टैलेंट, जहाँ ग्राहक देखता है कि म्यूजियम में ये सब चीज बन सकता है, और फैशन स्टूडेंट्स प्रेरित होते हैं. वी आर गोइंग टू गो स्टेट बाय स्टेट. रिता में कितना काम कर चुकी है, श्रुति संचेती ने ऑलरेडी किया है पैठनीज के साथ, द वीव्स, शी इज वर्कड इन येवला, यवतमल, एवरीवेयर. सो एवरी डिजाइनर कैन टेक ऑन डिफरेंट स्टेट्स. गुजरात से इतने सारे लोग आ रहे हैं हमारे ये IMG के शो को देखने 27 को, क्योंकि वो चाहते हैं कि गुजरात में वो कच्छ में यही करें. तो every state has to pick up this movement. This is not limited to a specific region. It is about weavers and artisans per se, and from wherever they come. You will see a time when maybe some of the designers may feel that we want to incorporate Orissa and Banaras. You never know. Anything can happen in the field of creativity. And it's absolutely necessary, and I think Hemang here will stand testimony to the fact that in Banaras, the weavers and the master weavers who really have that talent, so many of them today are working in call centers. So many of them are working as security guards. Why? Because every time they create a product, if it's limited to just that one product, it's a one-off. If you have to sustain in any business model, you have the people who market, you have the middlemen who create that product, and you have the weaver that actually makes it. You take an example or a case study of a pilot project in Gujarat where the tribal women were taught a particular art as fishermen women. And from 8,000, they suddenly started earning 16,000. So if you're going to ask me that can the weaver become the end designer and market his own product, it's very difficult. How do we designers also survive? We empower the people who are working for us by giving them X product to create. They create it. we design it and then market it through a brand. A lot of times weavers can sell directly, but they don't have the business acumen. And most artisans, if you ask, don't have that business acumen. But this is the first time we have a movement where from the master weavers to the middlemen, to the actual weaver, to the designer, everyone is involved. So I'm sure as they do well, they are even smart to realize that they can sell it on their own and sell it at bigger prices. And if there is a market, then the product sells. But if you go wrong, as Rituji said, with polyester yarn and fluffy fabrics and wrong color coordination, then you're not going to do that well. That's where the expertise comes in.